Hard. Has him up past the. They'll run for the first time with Raheem Mostert, and he'll work this.
Not a lot of running room there now because they had everything bottled up. Looked to me like the linemen were taking on their blocks really well and giving up.
He'll get this complete to Charlie Warner. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big play that time through the air. 30 yards. Every defensive staff harps on limiting explosive plays. Job not so well done there.
Yeah, they talk about it all the time. A lot harder to stop, though, isn't it? And when you think of an explosive play, most offensive staffs define them as passes of 20 or more yards and runs of 15 or more yards.
They went zooming past that number there. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And the reason
completion, they would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Ayuk there to make the grab. And the 49ers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. And it's no good. 7-6 game. After one, a one-point game, 7-6. Gold now out to kick it away. This taken in at the goal line. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard
line. The Charger drive about to get going. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that, they had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Back to throw here, Herbert. Flush to his right. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down. Here's Herbert. Got an open man. It's Josh Palmer. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. He's obviously a bit of a shorter running back. Sometimes when he goes up the middle like that, he gets lost in there and then he pops out for 10, 20 yards.
I actually asked NFL linebackers if that was true. Do you actually lose sight of some of the smaller running backs? And all of them confirmed that that can be a problem. Think of it this way. 2 of the top running backs in NFL history, Emmitt Smith, Barry Sanders, both 5'10".
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
And, partner, they're locked in man coverage out left, and they end up running a crossing route. Rounded it a little bit more than a slant. And he's just going to angle himself towards the right side of the field, and that's very difficult for a defender to shadow him across all that ground.
Running on first down, Eckler. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there, second down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Flushed out right. This is caught. Touchdown, Chargers. Keenan Allen with a touchdown reception from Justin Herbert. And the Chargers are going to add on to their lead. And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and a completion of a play? Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Lance now on first down. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. You in just a couple of minutes. We'll get you to Orlando and our good friend Jonathan Coachman. Coach will run through some of the numbers and the next-gen stats from this first half of football so far. First down and a little extra for Mostert. And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, 49ers. Well, and this is where quarterbacks' passing numbers sometimes get a little bit more inflated than they should because this is a short little pass, but it goes for big yardage.
Yeah, and this just looked like a simple, ordinary play to start, but boy, did things change. Once he got free, it was off to the races, and once he hit high gear, there's absolutely no one who's going to stop him.
And you can see the distance traveled there after the catch on the next-gen stats. A little surprising they wouldn't go for two, but this is up and good, and this is now a one-point game. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And trouble there on the kickoff as that goes out of bounds.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here first and 10 at the 41-yard line. Herbert escaping the pressure right. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
To throw on second and 10, Herbert. Try to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked up by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. They'll run. Solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
from the 41. Lance. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. The former number 3 pick, Joey Bosa, bringing the lumber that time. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Now after the sack, Lance and the Niners staring up here to 3rd and long. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. He's airing it out for Sanu. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. A big connection on that one. 34 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Working from the gun, Lance. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss it? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They fake the handoff. Now Lance. And it's caught. Touchdown 49ers. Brandon Ayuk with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. And oh, it's no good. For the 2nd time now in this 1st half, he's missed an extra point. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. By rule, that comes out to the 40-yard line, so a good opportunity for this offense with solid field position. Chargers in good field position to start out. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Now it's Herbert. Flush to his right. On the run. He'll let this go deep right side. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. A big play as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the 1st half of play. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Here's Herbert. Flushed out right. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. Working with a 2nd and 4. Herbert now. Escaping the pressure right. Got a man. It's Allen for the Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen in the final seconds of the 1st half. And the Chargers are going to retake the lead. Extra point was hooking, but he does make it through. And the lead is now 2.
49ers 19.
So time it up for a kickoff here. 5 seconds remaining in this 1st half. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And with 5 seconds to go, this will likely be our final play. A final shot before half for Lance. Taking a shot for Samuel. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break.
With both of these offenses having their way, it's not likely they'll need to be doing a whole lot at halftime. But the defenses are definitely in need of some adjusting. And for the call of the second half, let's go back out to Brandon and Charles.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3?